Hi everyone, this is Job Rodriguez and welcome to our Node special. So we'll discuss the basic shell, imports, exports, and conditional imports. Now before we go through the technical details, let's first analyze our package.json file and tsconfig.json file. So our package.json file contains dev dependencies, which are add types node, concurrently, .env, nodemon, riffraff, and TypeScript. And as you can see here, we also added scripts for our convenience. We have build, npxtsc, we have for prod, we have pre-def, and we have concurrently. And what we'll use here is npm run dev. Okay, so concurrently allows you to run two commands, and nodemon allows us to receive live updates from allows us to receive live update from the changes in our code, and npxtsc allows us to build our code. As you can see here, we have our TypeScript files in our src folder, and they are converted towards the out folder. So how are we doing that? So let's inspect our tsconfig.json to view our configuration. Okay, as you can see here, we updated target to ES 2020. The module that we're using is ESNext, and our root directory is front slash src. Specify the root folder within your files. Okay? Then we also have here out there. So /out. Specify an output folder for all emitted files. And we've also enabled removing comments. Okay, and we've also added include. Now that we know our setup, let's begin with basic shell. Okay? So in order to access Node's basic shell, you simply run node in your terminal and you can already access shell. And here you can add, let's say, var, let's say let sample number is equal to 20, then sample number. Okay? Then you can just end it with Control C, and there we go. So now let's discuss imports. So let's open our server.ts file. Here in server.ts, we can already see our imports. So let's first read the whole code. Okay? So we're using ECMAScript over CommonJS when it comes to modules. So you can just read about CommonJS and the practice that we recommend is ECMAScript. Okay? So here we are importing the send function here, the send function from the request.ts file. Okay? And here we are importing the read function from the response.ts file. Here, read. Okay? Then we have here function make requests that accepts two string parameters, URL and data, and returns a string. So we call the send function, and it returns the read function, and it probably returns a string. Okay? So here we have const response data. We type any make requests. Then we just simply display the response data. So let's view the output. And as you can see here, okay, we have sending encrypted data to https google.com, then decrypted data. Okay? Everything seems to be working. Now, let's view and discuss exports. As you can see here, we have a constant request timeout. We have a function encrypt that accepts string parameter data and returns the value encrypted data. And we have here function send that accepts two string parameters, URL and data, and const encrypted data with the type string calls the function encrypt, and this displays sending encrypted data to URL. And here's the fun part. We have here a separate file, and we can export variables and functions. And as you've seen in server.ts, we use send in our make request function. And as you saw, we've also used the read function, and we've imported it from response. So let's view our response.ts file and see how we exported it. So similar to our export in send, we also export here our read function. Okay? And you could also use read and put the corresponding value. So for example, here we can use random, for example, sample read. Okay? Sample read. Cannot find name, sample read. Let's try read, sample read. Okay, so read works or read. Okay, so you can use either of the two. We recommend using the first one since it's most convenient and most straightforward. Okay, so that has been exports. Now let's discuss conditional imports. As you can see here in conditional imports, we are checking if process.node.env is not equal to production. And if it's not equal to production, then we import .env. Then we process it. So we have here nameless our function, and we call .env.config. And this will allow us, so what does .env do? .env allows us to use process.env. Okay? So here we have export const node.env string, process.env.node.env. So else development. Okay? So this is the conditional import. Okay. Now you're familiar on how to using nodes, basic shell, import, exports, and conditional imports. So this has been Job Rodriguez. See you around.